Hi, my name is Regina Schremeyer. I've coached 20 teams over 18 years. My teams made it to states and worlds most years and were fortunate enough to win trophies and Renata Fuscas along the way. My youngest son's team won first place at World Finals 3 times, and for the last 6 years, I have been on the Pennsylvania State Board of Directors as their secretary. Coaches are not permitted to help their team in any way. However, I believe it is the coach that sets the stage for a team that works together and is respectful of each other. And the bond created by that respect and friendship contributes to their level of teamwork. I suggest you also let your team think big. My team boggled my mind with some of the huge ideas and props and costumes they put together. Sometimes they worked and sometimes they didn't. But in the end, I was always impressed with their solutions. One of the ways to set the tone for the team is to lean in and show enthusiasm when they start expressing their ideas. I used to make sure my eyes lit up as they spoke. If someone starts to speak over whoever has the floor, I would quietly just put my hand over theirs and remind that person that someone else is sharing something very important, but they'll be next. It encouraged an outpouring of ideas and showed them I respected their creativity. Now I was asked to maximize each person, how I maximize each person's talent. Some students already have certain talents like art or writing, and others discover them through working on their Odyssey journey. My philosophy was to have the group choose a problem and use their discussion of possible solutions to help the team see where the members fit into the solution process. My team would begin with a storyline or a theme, with a beginning, a middle, and an end, and verbally put the story together. Creating the story required me to ask a lot of questions to keep everyone on track. As they sit around the table discussing the theme, someone would scribe, as each contributed enough script ideas to get a feel for whether the story would work or not. The process can take quite a few meetings. It's uncomfortable for a lot of them. Then they would go through the rough script to clarify roles, as well as insert ideas for costumes and props. Once those ideas materialized, they would discuss what and how they would make those props. As you listen to the discussion, you and the team will get a feel for what each person brings to the group, and find those willing to take up that art or writing or construction or technical project. Remember that most kids can't sit there writing or talking script for a whole meeting. My kids could only spend a limited amount of time doing that, and then they needed to go to the basement and get their hands dirty. Eventually, a team member or two would take up filling out the script with the appropriate amount of dialogue, and over snack they would read and edit the script as a group. My son loved the technical and designing and constructing vehicles. He loved to think of vehicle solutions that he thought no one else would consider, and some of the team humorously and kindly let him know that his artistic endeavors just didn't quite hit the mark. It became a running joke, but there was enough ease within the team that no one really took offense. There were also some that were very artistic. Some just helped out others until they found their niche. I had one team member who never sewed a day in her life, but when the team needed someone to sew a mermaid costume, she stepped up and went on to make some of the most marvelous costumes I've ever seen. She endeared herself to the team and helped cement their bond. One very powerful technique to use with the team is the rubric that is located at the end of the printed problem. Using the rubric helped the team focus on the task points and how to prioritize tasks and to see the most important work they needed to accomplish based on the assignment of points. This motivated team members that were not dedicated to a specific task to pitch in to get it done. The rubric also helps your team know how close they are to meeting their goals within the date of the competition. Creating something from nothing can be very uncomfortable for students. That's not the way they are taught in school. I used to call it their mental squirm. The rubric is one of those tools that gives them a concrete picture of where they are and where they need to be and how to employ their skills to get the job done. If someone can't work it out, you get the team together to help them think it through. Occasionally, there would be someone goofing off. When I saw that, I would wait until it was time for a snack. Then, before they went back to the basement, I would get a commitment from each team member for some past task associated with the rubric that would help to move the team towards completion. My team used to tape up a copy of the rubric, and would share high fives or a special snack or celebration when a specific goal was met. My team brought out the rubric at each level of competition. They would look at the scores they received and use it to work on the props, costume, and technical aspects to see if they could improve on that score for the next level of competition. Every task either strengthened a student's talent or teamwork skills. Once they experienced success, they understood the importance of making sure all tasks of the solution got done, whether it was in their repertoire of strengths or not. We all had a great time being part of the program, and every single one of the members on my team felt it enriched their lives and prepared them for the future. I am available to answer questions or be a sounding board. You can reach me at secretary@paodyssey.com. Thank you for your time and the time you give your team. It truly makes a difference in their young lives.